And that's why they said it was fluoride.
I don't know why y'all think fluoride is bad. We have it in our water and we're great. Hi there, everybody, and welcome to session 46 of To the Skies. I am, of course, your DM of Doom, son of Asgard, or World Tree Quests, here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today, we have got in the correct places, because I checked it first, motherfuckers. We have got Wingo the Wizard, we've got Stories from the Roses, and we've got Johnny Deadman. I don't have any... do I have housekeeping? No, I don't have any housekeeping whatsoever. So I just get to go straight to the good stuff. Guys, can we remember what happened at the end? Or can we remember what happened at any point during the last session?
I'm gonna drink some water.
Are we talking about last session as in the mini shot, or are we talking about last session as in when we saved the island?
No, let's go the mini shot, and then we will see if people can remember where we left off the end of the split.
You know what? I was excited. I'm Jess, doll, Miss Notekeeper. Would you give us one of your beautiful recaps, please?
Sure. Okay, so once upon a time, our side trio, or I guess side duo with Jericho, we were in, this little underground place in the water. And we were like, hey, the catacombs seem like a great place to find, a psionic sword. And so we just decided to go down there. And then there were all these cool glass panels with these, monks hanging out in there. And we're like, whoa, look at that
Chilling.
cool little display for a catacomb.
Casually chilling,
Exactly. And we get to a chamber, and lo and behold, there's our broski. And we're like, Elendar. And he's like, hey. And we're like, Elendar, we really would love those swords. And he's like, hey, you gotta prove yourself. And so we got into a nice little fight with him. And it was really great. And during our second phase of it, Jericho had to fight in a mine palace, and it was really wonderful, and she was just such a great mama, and she was so strong and so resilient. And at the end, Elendar's like, you've proven yourself worthy, here is my mantle. Tie it off, all nice and pretty. So Jericho's got some freaking cool swords. And she's got some nice voices in her head. The main one is Elendar, but there are some other woo, we're here too.
And a new wife.
Yes, and a new wife. Then we're like, okay, maybe we should leave. And then they were like, wait, there's cash and prizes to be had. And so we went to the treasure room. We're like, look at all these cool things. And we just used the chime of opening because that is clutch. And we love Abby for giving that to us and making her life so much easier.
If Abby ever returns and is like, hey, can I get my chime back? See about that.
There's shoot, I believe there's only 3 chargers left on it. I blew through all of them.
And it was really funny because Zaveleye's like, I could have opened that for you. And we're like, well, now you tell us. And he's like, yeah,
Zaveleye's like, hey, that was really impressive that you did that. I know, I thought so too. I mean, most people would have just used the fact that they now basically own this temple to open it with their mind. But I really like that you went the extra mile. You fucking what?
And we go in, and there was so many cool things. There were books in sealed jars, and there was a case with some monk robes, and a diadem, and all these cool things. And and a rock, a really pretty red rock. And so Aurora proceeded to undo all the jars to ruin all the books, and then we tested out all the new items. The diadem was a diadem of intellect, which we gave to Jericho, because now Jericho's going to be friggin' boss with her swords, because she gets out her intellect with it as well, which is so cool. And the rock, we were like, ah, and it was like, ah! And we're like, oh, why is it freaking out? And then we put it to the egg that Jericho has, that's the essence of the dragon, ruby dragon, that's a god. And it was like, oh, thanks for giving me a little piece of myself. This is great. And then we jumped to 8 and Fez, and we discussed where they're gonna go next.
That is what we discussed. And now's where I'll ask you, can you remember just the kind of last 5 or 10 minutes of what happened before the party split?
We saved an island from blowing up.
You did indeed save an island from blowing up.
There was a volcano.
There was a volcano. It's no
Pulled
longer.
eggs out of it.
You then pulled the side out of it.
That too. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find all the ones that I have like stars next to. Okay, that's Jericho seeing the Temple for the Dragon. Aquas was there, and I was like, "Wow, Aquas, you're so cool." Aquas wants me to find more of the nature spirits. He was like, "Hey, do that for me, bitch," and I was like, "Cool, we'll do that." He didn't actually say that though.
I was about to say, I don't know. Like, I forget a lot about the deities that I've created, but I definitely know Aquas has never turned around and went, "Yo, bitch." Like, if you'd said Aquas' dad, Huldira, rocked up and went, "Yo, bitch," I'd have been like, he's basically Zeus, so yeah. It's just Zeus with long hair.
Yes, so there's some weird nature symbols that we're supposed to keep an eye out for the different nature spirits that we can bring back. They told us about, like, Greco and, like, the pools there that can give us, like, information. There was something, oh my gosh. There was a margarita party for Fez and Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho and Fez did have a wasting away in Margaritaville send-off.
It was right after me and Teddy talked about how we're having another baby. In the form of an egg. Literally kicked my husband out of the margarita. Okay, Teddy, goodbye.
Yes. And we learned that we have to find a power source to power up the fleet's disgrace because 2 is no longer running it. So we've got a little keel boat that can fit 7 people that will probably be what Fez and 8 are going to be on. Oh wait, no, Fez can turn the boat into an infernal engine. I forgot about that. And we also talked about
Fez
different
did turn the
turrets
boat to an
port.
infernal engine.
Did.
Yes.
What color's the boat?
Let's see.
Oh, which one am I going to use? It's got to be whatever one's funniest, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Trying to remember where I wrote
We're
down
here for the
the
comedy.
color rules here.
I refer to the rules of the Warhammer 40k orcs. What color is this shit?
And yeah, we just talked about the different nature spirits, and Jericho told us that she'd seen the winter season spirit in the in-between, and we're like, well, I have to go back there eventually, at least 8 is. But that is where we left off. That's the last thing I had before Jericho's Quest. I have it titled on my notebook, Jericho's Quest. So, yes.
That's
It
very,
was like
very
really
accurate,
messy.
yes. Not messy at all. We loved every minute of it. So, before we get started, Fez, have you decided on the colour of your boat?
I think it has to be red.
Red makes it go faster.
Red makes it faster.
Yeah. Okay, so the same rules as applied. I believe that was an extra 10 feet of movement.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool. Extra 10 feet of movement. I love the logic behind purple. It's my favourite thing.
Never
What's
seen a
love and
purple
cunning
orc.
purple?
If orcs paint themselves purple, they believe it makes them sneaky because have you ever seen a purple orc?
That's amazing. And we
Then
love them for that.
you've got blue. Blue makes things lucky, but it also works badly because orcs always lose to ultramarines and space wolves because they have blue armor. So orcs go, oh no, they is the luckiest. Yellow is valuable, so if something is painted yellow, it's immediately worth money. But orc money is teeth, so orc teeth are really yellow. So they believe the orc with the most teeth is the richest orc. What's the other colour? What's the other ones? Red is it goes faster.
Red goes faster. Blue's lucky. Green is best because orcs is green.
Green is the best because orcs is green.
White and black checkerboard is tough.
If you've got white and black checkerboards on your armour, then you is the toughest of tough. And I think Gazkul Thraka has all the colours. Because he's just, fuck you.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
This orc walked up to a demigod because the demigod killed his favourite human. And the demigod looked at him and went, are you really going to die over a simple human life? And this orc spat in the face of this demigod and went, someone is! This orc is so devout in his belief, right? He fought a space wolf to the death, right? He gouged this space wolf in half, but the space wolf decapitated him. He came back to life because if the enemy's dead, fight over. If the enemy's alive, fight not over. The fight is not over, so he can't be dead. I love the orc logic. Anyway, before I get into it, I'll tell you guys the story of the temporal anomaly in a minute. But we're going to go back to, you know the one I'm talking about.
I do.
We're going to go back to, you guys have just seen Jericho and Teddy leave with their large mist whale friend to go and pick up the first of the companions that Teddy has made in the time that he was here and you guys were still in the realm between. So, Wingo, sit back and relax for a little bit while I get to these guys, okay? 8 and Fez, you guys are now left with the fact that while Jericho does this, you guys have got a week. A week to get allies and get to the rendezvous. Get to the location where this facility is and be ready. I will put it to you guys if you want to do it in character or if you just want to go straight towards getting your allies. But I'll put it to you right now. Do you guys have a decision on who you're going to be recruiting first? If you're going to attempt to recruit multiple people, is what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, 8 is very conflicted about this stuff because she is like, I need the people who I want to protect close to me, but if they're close to me, I'm bringing them into danger at the same time. So she's very... Her emotions are... Reading back on my notes on her, I was like, oh, she's sad right now. Oh, no. Little 8, she's such a sad girl right now.
She's very, very sad right now.
I know.
I think we wanted to get the mages and the gargoyles. I know that.
Yes, because then we could have them with us if we wanted to go to some of those other places like Leonia, where we would need support against the fleet. But of the people on the island, who do we want to bring with us? I know Kip and Hark are options. I'm trying to remember.
So you got Kip, you got Hark. Kip, very, very obvious ranger capabilities. Mm-hmm. Hark, Artificer capabilities, which you've already got with
Yeah.
with Fez. Other ones that you've got the strange little fallen angel dude.
Oh, yeah. Herillion.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would remember his name. Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Excuse me. Another one you've got, again, you're going to try and recruit gargoyles. You do have Granite.
That's true. And we still need to find his little pixie friend.
Yeah, you do. You need to find Tylen.
Oh, you never gave us their name.
He's got it carved on his Tylen spot.
Ah, I love that.
So yeah, Kip, Hark. You've got Granite. Who am I forgetting? Herillion.
Yeah, Herillion.
Other ones you've also got there as well, if you wanted to ask them, you also have all of the currently living and on this plane of existence elven officials. So you've got like Lunadris, you've got his children. So
Do we have all of his kids here, or is it just the twins?
just
Or like the triplets,
So,
two of them?
so you've got the two of the triplets. One of them is on the mainland. That would be the one. That'd be the one that looks more like drow aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the triplets are very wood elf looking, very pale skin, very, very vibrant willow-wind red hair. In fact, I think of all of the people, there are only two Willowinds in existence that do not have that red hair. One of them doesn't have it because he's married into the family. One of them is a direct blood relative and doesn't have the Willowind hair. And that would be the third triplet. So yeah, you've got Ilarin, you've got Nicta, that's his sister. You've got Lunadris if he would go with you. You've also got sorry, my mind just went completely blank there. You've got Alice as well. Alice could go as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have Luca.
That's right, Luca. I don't know if Luca's going to want to be around 8.
You have plenty of people you can ask, but it depends what you want in your party.
Yeah.
I can give you the kind of basics of what, like, the basics of how they're kitted out. I can give you that if you want.
Sure.
Sorry. So Kip is a melee-based ranger. Fights with a trident, but the trident can return to him, so he can throw it, bring it back to him. Sorry, not a trident, a harpoon.
Okay.
Hark, like I said, artificer, battlesmith, artificer. So, not battlesmith, armorer, artificer. So very, I am Iron Man, but I'm 3 feet tall. Granite's a big, unarmed fighter. He just wails on things. Herillion is a paladin. Nicta is a rogue. Very specifically, she is a soul knife rogue.
Hey, soul knives are so cool.
Ilarin is a ranger. Very specifically, he is a beastmaster ranger. The animal that he has with him at all times, you guys have seen it. It's a reindeer. Or the stat block I'm using is I've got it the other way around. It's an elk. It's an elk that he has. The stat block I was using was a reindeer until I figured out there is an elk stat block.
Okay.
Then you've got Lunadris, who is a phantom rogue, and Luca, who is a Drake Warden ranger. So those are the ones that are majorly available to you, as well as you're going to have. I don't know. I've got a feeling there might be somebody else that shows up. Who knows?
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay, so I know you said bridge, but the R was so quick that it sounded like you went, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, M!
take it either way.
Haircut!
Ooh.
Oh no, I just wear my hoodie a lot. This my hair has been short.
Oh, wait, hold on. Give me your profile on the other side again. Oh! Oh, there's
Yeah, I
something
don't think
sharp
I've seen the
about that.
profile of it.
There's something sharp about that. Sorry, we just went from like, we just went away from like talking about serious things to suddenly like, hey M, your profile's kinda hot.
Excuse you, it's very hot. It's genetic.
I can't
Dad.
no, that makes it weird because I just called my daughter hot then. Like, let's not.
You're not daughter. Excuse you.
Child, sorry. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
My offspring,
where am I?
my
To make it
spawn.
abundantly clear, if you guys didn't figure it out, me and Ben are not related. He has adopted me unofficially in every sense of the word. So him calling me hot is not weird.
I hope we're not related.
It's
Right,
because you think
anyway.
about me.
You stop. So yeah, those are the ones that are readily available to you. The ones that would be easiest to bring to your side. Or if you have sending spells, you can try and get in touch with someone. At which point, the world's your oyster. Everybody's frozen. Everybody's frozen. The entire world is just froze. It's great. I love it. Oh, it's because Zoom decided to shit the bed. I am the host now.
Inspiration for everyone.
I already moved myself in the right position.
Dang it!
I literally saw it. I love it.
I was on it like a car bonnet. Like I was straight there. Yeah, I don't know what was the last thing you guys heard me say.
I heard the world's your oyster.
That was it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. So that was the last thing I said. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Zoom just decided. Yeah, you know what? We've had enough of this shit. So it's just gonna. I don't know why everything has turned into that voice today. I don't know.
What's up? It's me.
Hey, it's me.
I'm the trash man. I hate the trash.
I was about to go. It's really weird how that voice was immediately was immediately associated with Danny DeVito because I was about to go. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
I think it is Danny DeVito that says the other line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying.
Danny
I
DeVito is
love
one of my
it.
favorite actors.
Oh, I fucking love him. I love him so much. And then I eat the trash. I was like, I seen somebody do like a fan casting for like a Hercules live action movie, and it was like Philip TT's Josh Gad, and I went, "You're already wrong."
No.
Yeah.
No.
Danny DeVito, or there's not a movie. Like it's just not happening.
Yeah.
The only reason you've got for not casting Danny DeVito is if Danny DeVito is not alive. That's the only option. Like,
Right?
it's like if Robin Williams had been with us and they made the live action Aladdin. You know they would have got him. You know they would have done it, right?
He would have been on set without them asking just to be there. Like, excuse me,
He would've just shown up.
you can't do this movie without me. What? I thought it was just assumed that I was just to be here.
So, when am I getting painted blue? Huh? So, yeah, so to 8 and 2 Fez, who do you want? Again, if you do have an NPC you want to, like, do ascending to, throw it at me. I haven't planned anything for them, but we can definitely do it. Johnny's like, who's the most obscure NPC we can remember?
I would like the guy that we gave the teeth to in the underworld.
We murdered
we
that
killed
dude,
him.
so
That guy is dead.
Well, we
was
killed him in the
murder.
underworld. Yeah. What
He's
murder?
double dead.
what murder?
What made
Well, he died in the afterlife, so obviously that's resurrection.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's quite how that works.
M figured it out. All we had to do was murder each other in the underworld and we would have come back to life.
But unfortunately, PvP was talked about in Session 0, so we couldn't do that, so that's why we never did. There was a
that's
loophole
why-
that we didn't even know.
And that's why boundaries in D&D are a bad idea.
Exactly. Kill your players. For $5.99 a year.
We have been live for almost an hour and we have done 0 gameplay.
Absolutely.
Sounds about right.
Fez,
That
8,
is-
do you have any ideas who you would like to contact?
I mean, I think just above the table chat, I think having Granite is a really good idea. Because we were gonna be with the gargoyles.
Hey guys, I didn't know I had a tail. Promise he's really smart.
Yeah, I would like to have Granite.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are going with the NPC that you want with you is Granite.
Yeah.
Okay.
My greedy little shipper heart is like, but like Kip too.
But I want Kip.
Talking.
Fuck off, Kip.
And
Okay,
you said
cool.
we could have more than one.
If you want to take all of them, take all of them. That's up to you.
Make you juggle like 7 different voices.
I'll fucking do it. You guys have not the clue about how much I love playing Granite.
So awesome.
I love running
We
him
have
so
some
much.
idea.
He's just funny. He just really, really is. Oh, I actually did forget this. He also has 3 levels in Paladin.
Oh.
Did forget that. Did forget that.
That would certainly come in handy, yeah.
I hope it does. I truly do. I hope it's a nice surprise for
I just
you.
divine smited everywhere in my bod.
I didn't know I had a tail. Okay, so you guys managed to. Do you want the RP getting Granite on your side, or is it just going to be a case of Granite's with you?
Grab his arm and go.
It's like, Granite, we need you to come and do something with this that could risk life and limb. Okay.
Come with me. We're having soft tacos later.
I don't know what a taco is, and I don't do anything soft. I am made of stone.
Bet you are.
I need you guys to know how stupid this guy is.
We don't care. We can fix him.
I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, you're making me rock hard.
Hey, like me. But okay, cool. So, you guys want to go get Granite. How do you intend to get Granite on your side, or is it just a case of, hey, big guy, come with us?
I mean, do we need any more than that?
You can try if you want. That's what I'm giving you.
Eight's sad right now, so she's just gonna be sitting by the ocean. So it's up to you.
It's all on you, Fez.
Don't make Pheasant do the diplomacy. He's bad at this.
I'm mean, you can come and try and convince A to do it. She's just sad. Sitting by the ocean.
All right, yeah, I can. I'll see what I can do to talk to Granite.
Okay. Granite is very easy to find. For those that don't know, the gargoyles that I have are a homebrew race that I designed. Granite's about 8.5 feet tall, weighs about 6 tons, and he is made of granite with golden filigree around parts of his body.
You've just killed M.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Em is playing the role of Aurora today.
Fucking smash! I'm gonna romance the rock!
So, he's very easy. He blends in perfectly in this tropical island paradise. No, it's very easy to find Fez. So, you approach him. How do you start the conversation?
All right. Hey, bud. Yeah, so the assholes stole our friend's kid, so we're gonna go fuck up a whole lot of bad people. You want to help?
You mean the bad guy stole a kid?
Yep. And they're doing weird, spooky experiments on him. Because, you know, stereotypes.
I would like to take a lot of aggression out on their face.
You and me both, big guy.
Shall we go do that now?
I'd say so. I think it's time to go fuck some things up.
He is going to look to the little carved spot that he's got here. It's like a little divot, perfectly suited for a pixie to sit comfortably. And he's going to go, "We will have to find you later, Tylen. I am going to break things."
Do you have somebody up there?
No, this is where my best friend in the world sits.
Oh.
But my best friend in the world is not here right now because I lost them.
That's probably not great, but we'll find them too.
Do you promise?
I promise we will do our very best, my friend.
I knew I was going to like you.
Well, I sure
But
hope so.
let's go and punch your bad guy in the face first.
Punch bad guys. Hell yeah. Let's do it, buddy.
Okie dokie. You have Granite on your... You could have just walked up and said, "Hey, Granite, we need you to break something." He'd have been like, "Okay."
Just come back to camp. Hey, I found the big guy.
Hello, I am the big guy.
He's the big. He's even said it.
I think.
Yeah, you're next to me. I mean,
he's the same height as 8, so they're on equal levels. She is also 8 foot.
He's 8.5
okay,
foot.
you guys are all big to me.
Oh,
all right.
8.5. My bad.
Yeah, he's 8.5 feet tall. He's very tall. Okay. So with that, you guys have decided you're going to go and try and get the gargoyles and the mages first.
Yes.
Okay. So, let me consult my little map here. Going to get them as possible, but if you go and get them, you won't be able to get anybody else. The distance you'll have to travel.
Okay.
So, I mean, you've got plenty of time to get there, do what you got to do, and then get to the rendezvous. Going anywhere else will stretch your time.
Okay.
Going to Leonia is a very short distance from where you are right now. You're talking maybe a day of travel, but you'd be going in with just yourselves, with just the party as it will be. You wouldn't be going in with any backup. You could do Gargoyles, Rendezvous, Breakout Kids, and then immediately lay waste to Leonia. But
That's true.
as right now, going to both Leonia and the Gargoyles is stretching the time that you have.
Okay. I still vote gargoyles and mages.
That's
Yeah, I
the
think-
most likely of us actually coming out with allies.
Yeah.
Also, like, to be honest, like, mages are... You add mages and gargoyles together, that is melee plus range plus utility. I mean, like, I think that's our most bang for our buck.
Mhm.
I think you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. Having support magic, and we don't have a lot of, like, at least in our party, repellable casters. Like, we don't have counterspell as a
No.
level 17 party. So having some
we
mages that
don't.
might be able to do that is huge.
But it's really hard to cast anything when there's a grenade in your face.
That is so true,
So
though.
valid.
And that
have
needs to be
counterspell.
on a t-shirt. That needs to be on a t-shirt so badly.
We don't have counterspell, but we have a grenade launcher that yells "fuck."
There is no eye in team, but there are several eyes in. I don't care if you're casting Fireball, because I'm firing a grenade at you.
There's multiple eyes in fuck you. I'm an artificer.
Right. Okie dokie. So, with Granite recruited, and with your destination intact, you get ready to leave. But as you approach the ship, the little boat you're about to take out with you, there's somebody already standing there, looking like they're ready to leave. And I'm just because I know what you're playing, and you've told people what you're playing, so I'm not giving you any cues. You asked for this when you came in here and said, I'm playing a bard. You, please introduce your character to us.
You guys see strumming a lyre. You can't really see them from the ground, but you can hear them. And like a little bit of red hair poking out from the side of the ship, because she is all of 2 feet 9 inches, standing very tall as the halfling she is. And you hear her, and I'm going to go down to the river, and she's singing this beautiful song, like as if no one can hear her. You know, that confidence of just like, I don't care who can hear me, I'm just going for it. And when you get onto the ship, she's still going. She doesn't stop the song when you guys get there. She just finishes. And just because I'm curious, one of you, I don't know who does, but someone sheds a tear, because that's like a 30 on my performance check.
It's Granite, but it's not actually a tear. It's just like
It's just a
little stream of sand. It's enough to make a gargoyle cry, but not me, because we don't have tear ducts.
Your stone is hard, but I will warm it. Come and grab my hand, my darling.
I don't think I should grab your hand, because I might break it.
You won't. You won't. And she has very rosy cheeks, and when I tell you this little halfling is dripping with charisma, my persuasion is a plus 17. That's where we can. That's where we'll start. So when I say like her hair is glimmering, and it's just the breeze is catching it just right, and when she smiles, there's like a little twinkle, and when her eyes go, she has those anime eyes that just like look like stars. She is the essence of adorable and cute and innocent and thick, because I can't make a character that's not thick. But like that's not happening.
Why would you want to? Like,
if you can make them thick, for $5.99, you can watch me make all of my characters dummy thick with 3 C's.
Low price.
This is Micah Muse, College of Eloquence Bard.
I love them.
It's been a while since I played the last time I played a halfling was Wingle. So this is it's fun to come back to this.
So
Wow.
you guys see this halfling waiting by the boat, ready to leave as well. How do you go ahead from here?
As it is also shedding a tear, just like, I'm so glad I'm not the only short one anymore.
Me too, Fez, me too.
Well, hello
Me?
there.
Go ahead.
Hey there. You're on our boat. Are you coming with us?
Yes.
Sweet. Do you know any sea shanties?
There once was a no, that wasn't one.
All right.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. What can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a
Not a
drunken
lot.
sailor?
I know this.
Can confirm, having been one.
I'm
like the
currently one.
musical one. Can we take them?
I think we should. They've
You-
got some very distinctive main character energy to them.
I feel like if they're with us, we'll get like
Sparkle, sparkle,
plot armor.
sparkle, gleam. The water crashes behind me. It's like that aerial moment where it's just like, take me.
I feel like if we position them just right, we might get a Sailor Moon intro.
I've been stuck on this island for way too long, and I need off. So I don't care where you're going. I don't care what you're doing. I just want to come, please.
Well, it's a good thing you don't care where we're going, because we're going to some very dangerous places.
I'm a very dangerous person, so it's okay. Sparkle, sparkle.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Why
All
don't
right,
we get?
I'm in. I love this plan. Let's go.
Why don't we head on the boat, and you guys can tell me what the plan is. My name is Micah, and you are.
Pheasant.
I am
And that's
called
8.
8.
She's a number.
Is it 8? And you handsome?
No, my name is not handsome. My name is Granite. Because
Nice to
I'm
meet you,
made of
Granite.
granite.
He's very clever.
I
can
don't
tell
know
which
what
one.
Micah is, but I would love to be made of it if it makes me sing like that.
It is a rock.
Oh, you're
Oh
charming.
fuck, so it is!
It
Yes.
is.
Micah
Hold
is a
on.
rock.
Hold on, rewriting all of what he just said there, Granite would know that Micah is a rock, so he's just gonna go, I've never seen a gargoyle like you before, but that's a special type of gargoyle if you sound like that.
Well, thank you. I wish I could fly. And then I fly.
Can you not? And then you fly.
But I strum the lyre, and it's da-na-na-na-na-na from AC/DC. Thunderstruck. And then wow 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 wow, and I start shooting up in the air, and I fly out through the crow's net, and I just go, "Let's go!"
See, I was hoping you'd do that to cast Thunderwave.
I don't have Thunderwave. I did not take Thunderwave. I took a bunch of other spells.
How
So
dare you?
valid.
I normally play a bard. I'll match songs with the spells, and I didn't do that this time. So you're gonna get a lot of weird ones that don't make sense, and we're just gonna go with it.
That's fine.
Love that.
Absolutely cool.
Love that.
I'm just gonna try to not get us the copyright.
Let's try not to get the copyright.
I'll do my best.
So,
I don't sing very
Hitman
well,
Mickey.
so
So, as everybody piles into the new Pinchy boat, wait, does this thing have a weight limit?
It didn't list the weight limits.
Then it's fine. We don't worry. We
yeah.
don't worry about it. We don't worry about the fact that granite is at least 6 tons. And you guys set off. You make your way on a slight northeast tangent until you come around the southern coast of Valorna. Level out to travel due completely east, and then curve back up to the northeast to come into the Damarian Ocean, which has like it has that almost like weird, you know, like when you see there's 2 oceans in the world, when you see them next to each other, it's like oil and water because their dissolution is so different. The Damarian Ocean is like that because it's a freshwater ocean. Nobody can explain why, but it's a freshwater ocean. You bring yourself round to the northern coast of the continent, which is where you left the lovely, lovely folks in the Gargoyle Cavern.
Yeah.
As you approach coming round to it, you're talking at least 5 days of travel. Okay, long distance. The only reason that this has come off so much is because you know that Teddy has told you the location that he's found of this place is not far from here. It is in the southeast of the globe. So you're talking maybe a day or 2 of travel from this location, as long as you're not held up too much. With Pinchy's speed, because of being painted red, you can probably cut off maybe half a day from that. I figure an extra 10 feet every 6 seconds is going to eventually stack itself up. So you can cut maybe, you could probably cut half a day, maybe even a day off of your journey there. So arriving here, you come up onto the pebble beach again, not sand here, loads and loads of like crushed stone. You can see the cavern's entrance maybe about 120 feet away from you, and much like always, very notable standing outside it is a very familiar gargoyle. Pale yellow stone skin with weaves of this bright yellow gemstone throughout their body. Very, very vibrant eyes. It's Topaz.
Yay!
Topaz will see you in turn and bark a word in this language that it could very easily be mistaken for primordial. It has that sound of like the Terran language where it's like rocks grinding together, but it has almost more like a musical note to it as well. Speaking gargoyle, Grant is going to go, I heard what they said.
What did they say?
They let people know we were here.
Did they seem to recognize us, or do they think we are a threat?
I don't know, let me ask. And he yells back as loud as he can. And that at which point Topaz like looks over really, really shocked, and he's just like, they have not answered. I don't think they understood me. Perhaps I just speak to gargoyle too good for them.
That clearly is it.
Oh yeah.
He looks over, he has to look down.
Eventually, out of the cavern, you will see more familiar faces come out. You'll see the one who's in charge of the gargoyles, very tall, black, like charcoal skin with veins of black onyx going through it. It's obsidian. And you will also see a couple of new ones that you don't recognise. They do look fairly young, maybe only recently come into being because of the need for more protectors. But Obsidian does approach, and as Obsidian steps forward, Topaz comes off her mount, and they come up to you. Obsidian sees you, 8, and sees you, Fez, and conducts the typical gargoyle greeting. 2 hands across their chest, bows their head to you, and he's like, he'll speak to you with a smile on his face. It's very good to see friends. 8, Fezit, I hope that your travels have kept you well.
Well enough. Well enough.
Why do you come back here? Is there something you have need of?
You.
Yeah, definitely. We
Me?
could use some friends.
Oh. You have need of allies.
Yes.
Yep.
He's going to look
Someone
at
did something real stupid, and we could use a little bit of help making sure that they understand exactly how bad they fucked up.
He'll look at Topaz, and Topaz will look at him, and they share like a subconscious look, and he'll look back. Exactly how many allies would you require?
I mean, we would like to have all of you, including the mages, if that is a possibility.
I suppose the real question is, how many you got?
You had better come inside.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And he will turn and he'll lead you into the caverns if you choose to follow.
Yeah.
Okay? You guys follow along, and as you enter into the cavern, it has massively evolved since the last time you guys were here. Not only is the cavern, like the walls have been smoothed out, so they look more like just carved, like very, very properly carved tunnels. There is now magical defences. There are like rock walls that have to be pressed to slide down and stuff. The mages have obviously been very, very busy here. A combination of the arcane, as well as occult and divine magics have obviously been into play here. You're talking wizards, warlocks, and sorcerers all going ham on making this place fortifiable. They've essentially built an underground lair. And as you're brought into it, you do see a number of the mage group, and they are training. As was the reason for them, for most of them staying here, was to learn how to use their magic. And that is what they are doing. But you also start to notice that a lot of the mages are very young. Excuse me.
Let's see.
When you know that when you left here, there was quite a few mages of at least adult age. Now you're looking at maybe 15, 16-year-olds.
I take it that you have had some hardship.
I was going to say that to Obsidian.
Obsidian will nod, and he will say, in the night, very recently, mages have started to go missing. We recently made a venture to try and reclaim the old school. We figured it would be essentially a fortress. Very heavily defensible. We could then start to venture out into the continent, try and bring back people who might have survived. We could build a community. We chose the best of my gargoyles, and Silas led a few well-chosen mages. 2 gargoyles and 1 mage returned. Silas was not among them. Now, every night since then, we lose mages. And it's the oldest first. That's why we've had to... And he points to the walls. Like, you know, they touch them and the walls move up and down. He's like, that's why we've had these constructed. Unfortunately, at this point, I could offer you a handful of gargoyles.
Or we could help you find what is going on. Is Sarah still around?
Sarah.
Daughter of Old Mad.
I believe she was one of the first Silas took with her. They don't have a leader right now. The oldest among them are continuing the lessons, but very soon we will have to consider moving on. If you're willing to go there, and if you're willing to bring back the people that have been lost, I can pledge to you every single gargoyle underneath my brood. And I'm sure the mages will want to repay any help you've offered them.
Well, it sounds like there's an adventure upon us. So why don't we, as you guys turn around and look down and see a table full of all food as I cast Hero's Feast. And so there's grilled cheese, there's margaritas, there's
always got to be margaritas.
Any food that like you could picture in your head that would be your favorite food, that's what's on this table. And our maximum hit points are all raised by 10. And I'm also going to cast Aid at the 3rd level, so that's going to be another 10 max hit points to bring it to 20.
Damn.
Let's get us ready. It sounds like something scary might be afoot, and I being a mage myself, mage-ish, mage adjacent, mage perpendicular,
Somewhat mage
a
aligned.
noisy mage.
I'm somewhat of a mage myself.
We don't want to have to save people twice, so let's make sure it's not 3rd time.
Oh, God.
Brian, can I ask you a question?
You certainly can.
The waste that's on Demaria, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Like the western side of it?
No, the Western Waste is on the central continent of Valorna.
Okay. Cool.
Demaria is where, you know, the underground city you guys were in.
Yeah, that we
Remember that?
super
That's
destroyed.
That's on the continent of Demaria. Demaria has lots of like magical prejudice, as well as lots of like they believe in technology. They don't believe in magic. So artificers, they're cool, even though
I
artificers
cannot
use
hear you,
magic.
Bran.
Oh yeah, you're audio cut.
Cut out for a hot second there.
What?
Nope, we
How
still can't hear
dare
you.
you? You can't hear me now. What the? I mean, the mic is still registering me.
Hey,
Okay, there we go. Now we can hear you.
What the fuck?
It was really bizarre.
My mic was still registering on Streamlabs, so I don't know what happened there. Demaria is very... What the hell's going on with my...
Oh god, what's going on?
So,
Hi, welcome back.
Zoom is fucked. Zoom is absolutely cracked.
Oh no.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with Zoom, but it's just having a bad day.
And your DM, quick.
No,
Uh,
Emma's not
Damn
dead.
it.
I was on it straight away, alright?
You know us so well, Brad.
I really do. Like, I'm too wide for it now, like. You need to go there, you need to go there, and then you need to go there. Am I right now? Is this right now?
So, just to
Yeah.
remind everyone that
Jess
You're
and I are
immune-
each other.
Yeah.
There we go.
just to,
I'm Heather.
Sorry,
Blow
sorry.
things up. Give me a temple.
Wingo, what you saying? What you saying, Wingo?
I just want to remind everyone that we are immune to poison and being frightened, and we advantage on all wisdom saving throws. And if any of the gargoyles are coming with us, they can also partake and take those max HP and have those benefits as well. At least
Fantastic.
at least I can get up to 12 people. So
So when you cast Hero's Feast, it specifically say food that anybody can eat.
as up to 12 people creatures can partake.
Okay, cool. So there's also plates and stacks of just pure ore,
Oh yeah.
because gargoyles eat ore.
Oh,
They
it's
eat metal.
it's like the good. Like they like gold or like mithril, like whatever that their like snack of choices.
Just like pure platinum.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Granite will eat some of this food, obviously, because Granite's coming with you. So your max hit points increased by 10. Is that what you said?
10, and I can't hit Granite with aid because I can only hit 3. So I'm gonna hit
Okay,
us 3.
That's fine. Don't think you need to worry about hitting Granite with aid.
I don't think anything has to be worried. Honestly, hitting Granite is the scary part. You're gonna just break your hand. Ah!
Okay. So, with that, is there anything you guys want to do before beginning your trek to... As a reminder to how you get here, you go back out and you go along the coast, going further into the east of it, and then there's an old staircase that takes you up. Now, you guys have only went into 2 rooms in this place. You followed a tunnel, an old sewage tunnel, which led you directly into the ground beneath Silas's prison. You then went in there, you busted him out. You heard something inside the fort, but you never actually ventured anywhere. So this is completely new territory.
Which there was something in there, and it's anti-magic, so that would make sense if whatever was in there was taking the mages.
I guess it's time to figure out what it was.
Rishi, I don't want you on my lap. You don't want
So-
me on my lap.
Anything you want to do before making your way towards the sewage tunnel?
No, I think I'm right. I'm not as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just looking through a bunch of my notes.
No worries.
If there's
Take your
anything
time.
about this area that I need to remember. I know we turned a guy into soup, but then his body was gone the next morning, so don't know where
That was
that
that dude I
kid is.
puked on.
You did, in fact, puke on a guy. That's very true. To our Micah, anything you want to do?
I did everything that I wanted to do.
You've done everything you wanted to do. Okay, cool.
So, obsidian.
Yes, 8.
When these mages are going missing, are they in the cave when it happens, or are they venturing out, do
Some of
something,
them
and then
have been. Some of them have been spotted walking out of the cavern. This was in the first nights when it started. They ventured out of the cavern and just didn't come back.
Did anybody ever try to stop them or ask where they were going?
They called after them.
And they didn't
But
respond.
No, this is not a prison. We don't hold them here against their will. But it was only after the second or third night we started to consider that this might be a little bit more than mages desiring a long walk in the air.
Who was the most recent to disappear, and when was the most recent? Was it last night that you had somebody snatched, or has it been more sporadic now that you are aware?
2 nights ago was when the last group was taken. That was everybody over the adult age line.
And was it the same situation where you saw them walking away and then they did not come back?
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't know that they would take... We had a suspicion that they were taking those of adult age. We did not know this one had celebrated a day of birth recently.
Okay. Well, this is troubling, but I do remember. Have you explored Silas's prison much since we have been gone?
No, Silas has been very clear. He does not want us to venture towards that area. He says it's too dangerous.
Makes sense. But it is an anti-magic area, and it would probably love to eat mages.
We do know that he was kept in an anti-magic cell for quite some time.
Was.
But we do not believe that the anti-magic capabilities go beyond his
There
cell.
was a creature there.
There was a creature.
Yes. We didn't see it, we heard it, and we thought, no, that is not something we would like to mess with, because we were considerably more vulnerable at that point.
Oh,
Did Silas not say anything about that? That seems like a very big detail that he is mistelling you.
he did not know.
Okay, okay. I think that is a good place for us to start then.
Very, very well. Is there anything you require from us?
Maybe try. I know you do not want to imprison anybody, but maybe try to keep people inside at night, and
We-
not allow them to wander.
We will ensure there is a complete lockdown.
Okay. Then I think that is priority, is making sure nobody else gets taken.
Very well. I will ensure it is done now.
Perfect. Okay. Friends, do we want to head out now, or would we like to wait and rest? I am feeling fine, but I do not sleep, so.
You know me. I'm good to go.
The only resources I used was the ones to get us boosted, and to waste those would be sad.
So fair. On we go. Boop, 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 boop.
ate this child and then his 2 little ones. Like,
One of her shards is like 8 of yours. Like,
You guys are dashing to keep up.
both with her and Granite because they're both so tall.
Okay.
I got tiny legs.
Wait for me, I got tiny legs.
little legs and a frozen margarita.
So, 8, you and Fez both know the way. You lead Granite and Micah out and towards the sewage tunnel. Looks very much the same as it did before. You can still see the marks on the grates from where Fez it. The greatest use I've ever seen of caustic brew. Hey, can somebody try and break these bars? No, I'm just going to vomit on them. Because one of my greatest things I've ever seen somebody do when it comes to casting a spell is Fez it saying when he casts caustic brew, it's him throwing up on people.
We love our Fez.
But it looks very much the same. The metal is still melted from where he last threw up on it. Getting in here is going to be fairly easy. If there's nothing else that you want to do, you make your way inside.
Go get him.
Check the perimeter. Is anybody out here?
Nobody. You see no signs of anybody as you approach
Here we
this
go
place. Okay. You make your way into the sewage channel. You begin that walk. 8, as was with the last time, you and Granite have to duck your heads because of how short the ceiling is. But as you make your way in, eventually the sounds of the tide lapping against the shore disappears. And you enter into that strange silence, the strange echoey silence, like that kind of silence that's very, very imposing. Any footstep you make echoes wide, reverberates in every single part of the space around you. As you get to the ground underneath Silas's cell, the drain where you guys went up, you can see that it's still askew from where you, presumably from where the last people didn't put it back on properly when leaving. You see one notable issue. Echo, you're very tall. Not Echo, sorry. 8, you're very tall, but you're quite slender built.
Mm-hmm.
Granite's about the 3 of you wide. So that is going to be your first hurdle. But Granite's going to look at the hole and go, I can make it bigger.
Okay.
I mean, me too, but I want to see how you do it.
Oh, I do it in a very, very fun way. And he is going to crouch. But he's going to reverse superhero land, look up, and then he's just going to jump and uppercut. And I will roll to hit. Okay, cool. So that is going to be a 23 to hit with the unarmed attack. He is going to Divine Smite as he goes through it. Because why are you not going to do that? And as he does it, you see this glimmer of light come off his fist as he crashes through the ground, creating a now granite-sized hole, a large hole in the ground. And as the rocks and rubble start to settle, he's just going to stand up there and look down at you guys and go, I am a giant.
Yes, you are, Granite. Yes, you are.
Do any of you need a hand up? And he's going to put his hand down. to help anybody up that needs it.
Puppies. Puppies.
Puppies!
Picks up Fez and Jericho on not Fez, cause your name's Jericho. Picks up Fez and Micah on one hand. And just puts them down. And he'll offer his hand to you. Eight just goes up by himself. No, I don't need your help. I got this.
Nah, she's big. She's a big girl. And she weighs a lot too. Now, granted, probably could easily lift her. He's probably super strong, but she's not used to that.
Granite has a special belt.
We love that.
Alrighty, then. In that case, you guys are now in. That you guys have had it described before, but for the sake of Micah, thank you for changing that. That'll actually make it a lot easier for me to remember that now. Thank you.
I got you.
So Micah, what you're in is like a 10-foot radius from the center of the room. Circular, stone-walled room. There are runes everywhere that once glittered with arcane magic. They're no longer. There's no longer any magic on them. What's your Arcana modifier?
+3. I'm half proficient.
Okay, cool. So you might have maybe needed a bit of time to study these, had it not been for the fact that 8 and Fez had confirmed that this cell was used to house powerful sorcerers or powerful mages who had perhaps went off the rails a little bit. The door to this room, which you guys, I don't know if you'll remember, is heavily bolted, multiple locking mechanisms in place. The door is gone. You can see the remnants of the hinges and a little bit of the metal door attached, but it's not been blasted apart. It's not been melted. It's not been in other ways destroyed. It looks like somebody has sliced the most perfectly precise piece of it away. Fez, I will allow you to make an investigation check here.
Hell yeah. I'm decent with those. Not a great roll. Trying to find my skills in this. Sorry. Investigation. That is a 13.
13. Okay, so on a 13, Fez, what you're going to be able to see here is that even with the sharpest of blades, and there are certainly blades out there that can cut through steel, but even with them, they leave behind a mark. They leave behind a groove or something that lets you know if this was cut or sawn or burned, or if it was a laser that cut through this. There's always something. There's no mark here. From what you're looking at, it's as if this piece of metal, this long, slender bit of metal, which serves apparently no purpose, attached to these two hinges, was designed to be like that. There's no signs of cutting, there's no signs of removing. It's as if there was no other part. It's as if this one piece of door, this one little sliver of door, was the only bit of door made. As if whatever other part of door was there just stopped existing.
That's weird.
What's weird?
This door wasn't like cut. This door was deleted.
Deleted.
Yeah, it was made. Never happened.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, magic's fucked.
What could do that?
Nothing that I currently have, which is saying a lot considering what I currently have.
As a level 17 bard, is there any magic that I know of that could do that?
Wish.
That's what I was making sure that I knew. Well, in some of our games, wish is not a spell that we can use. So
I mean, so it'll be a roll to see if there is anything you know of, but you can still definitely do the roll. It will be an Arcana check, but you're definitely welcome to do it.
I bet you there's magic out there that can do that. But I don't know what it is.
So I'm assuming that wasn't a great roll.
Fuck no. Absolutely not. No, it's like a strong 5.
Oh no.
Okay. There's just, if there is magic that can do that, you can't think of it. You've never seen anything like it.
I hope that they can't do that to people.
I really hope. Well, I mean, to be fair, doors are notoriously bad at dodging.
That is true.
I've never seen a door actually manage to dodge anything.
But what we do have is a trail.
That we do.
So you go first, and
Pulls out grenade launcher. Let's go.
Good. Say hello to my little friend.
So you guys are going further into this place.
Oh yeah, heading down spooky hallways
Okay.
like old times.
As we go, I would like to cast Locate Creature
Ooh.
Good call.
Hell yeah.
on Silas, because he is the only one I know. It's for 1,000 feet for an hour, so I've got like a little sonar going off, like bing.
It pings for you straight away.
Oh, whoa! Silas is right ahead of us!
Okay, so it pings that he's within like 1,000 feet of you.
1,000 feet.
Does it tell you the location?
I don't
Yeah.
believe so. Let me look at it real quick.
It gives
Was
you
it an okay person?
exactly which.
Too long. So describe her name, a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of them. So it's kind
Okay.
of like find the path, where it's like, I've got the idea.
Okay, cool.
In this general direction.
Yes.
So it tells you that if the direction imagine the direction you're facing is north. It tells you that he's roughly northeast.
Okay.
Silas is northeast from us, and he is within 1,000-ish feet. At least in that realm of possibility.
So is this Silas person scary?
He is a mage.
Fantastic. Uh-huh.
I didn't
Granite's
think he was scary, but
Granite will point in the direction, which, by the way, he's pointing at a wall. The northeast from you is a wall. He's going to say, I can just make a path if you want.
That's how we cast Find the Path.
This is how we cast Make the Path.
the thing that we do not want to do is we do not want to take out a load-bearing wall. Because then we get squished.
I don't know what that means.
So
I
when
cast
we
Locate
make
Stud.
walls,
It points directly to Granite.
yeah.
So 8 points are a very, very good point there. That, you know, a fortress that hasn't maybe not has not been damaged, but definitely hasn't had a lot of maintenance over the time of the apocalypse. You have a battering ram, but that battering ram might do a lot more damage than it's meant to. But there is an option: is that Granite can go through walls. Everything
He's
has
gonna
its
like take
consequences.
some sticks and put like a leaf on it.
Be like, so Granite, this is the fortress. If we take out this
That
stick.
is not a fortress. That is a leaf.
I know. We are playing pretend. We are using our imagination for this.
Can I be a unicorn?
Yes, you can.
I'm a unicorn.
She sets it up. She's like, okay, you are the unicorn. And she like makes like a little like hand, but like little horn. And we take out the wall. Look what happens to the leaf. That the leaf is pretending to be the ceiling. What would happen to us if we were under the leaf?
There would be lots of rocks for me to eat. Oh wait, you are fleshy bags. You would be squished.
Well, I am not a fleshy bag, but yes, we would get squished. I would get severely damaged and probably would not be able to function, and the others would be squished. You would have lots of rocks to eat, though.
So we're not doing that.
Preferably not, because we don't know which of the sticks, and she points to a bunch of the walls, is one that if we hit it, it will bring the leaf down.
Okay. This is one of those moments where Tylen would tell me I have to walk very carefully.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That.
Pats the little spot again, like, Tylen is always with me.
He's so precious. I love him.
He has an intelligence of 6.
I love him so much.
So the funny thing about this was I got very, very lucky on rolling stats when I played him, because he used to be a character of mine. I've now retired him, hence why he's an NPC. But I got really lucky on rolling stats, and the DM turned to me and said, "I think it's a bit stupid that you can have that good strength, that good intelligence as well. So I'll make you a deal. For every point you take out of intelligence, I'll let you put it into another stat." And I went from a 17 in intelligence to a 6 in intelligence. I got 11 points to put in other things, and I just went, cool. So I've now got a strength of 25, I've got a constitution of 20, I've got a dexterity of 18. Everything else is great, except his intelligence. He's dumb as a fucking rock. No, wait, no, shit, no. There's rocks that are smarter than him.
Oh, bless.
I would let him squish me in a heartbeat.
But okay, Granite now understands that he cannot just go breaking down walls. He has to be very careful. He will gesture forward and be like, "You lead and I will follow, walking very carefully."
Okay.
Okay, so the corridor you step out into has more of these cells along the sides. Inside them, some of them are empty, some of them, the doors are open, and you can see what looks to be like, maybe bones inside of robes. Maybe people that have tried to escape and have been killed in the escape attempt when this place all fell. But you can also see some people chained like Silas was. So the chains don't go to the walls or go up, they go to the ground. So, but they have the ability to move. At any point they could have been pulled up, but the general position was their hands were chained to the ground.
Intrusive Aurora Thoughts was like, howdy, 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 howdy. With the bones. I was like, wait, I'm not Aurora anymore. It would not do that.
Just 8 walking over and picking up a skull. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So you can see lots
Let
of
the Aurora Thoughts win.
you can see lots of very evidently mages who, when this place fell, what's up?
Are there any skulls?
There are skulls, yeah.
Like intact skulls?
No, none of them have jawbones. They're all just mysteriously missing jawbones. No, there are intact skulls.
I'm gonna get one, please.
Okay. But first,
Howdy, 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 howdy.
First, howdy, howdy, howdy. See, you thought I had speak with dead, but I don't. I just want to do the howdy, howdy, howdy.
I do. I've
If that's not
actually.
speaking with
So
dead, I don't know what is.
what's so funny is there's so many spells that I've gotten to try for the first time on this show. I've never cast Speak with Dead before.
Really?
I've never taken. I always forget to take it, and I'll take something else. So Speak with Plants, Speak with Dead are 2 spells I've never gotten to use, and I really want to use it.
So valid. So valid.
So I'd like to get one of the the skulls, and I would like to. If you have any questions, we might be able to get some leads from. And howdy.
So I'll say to you, there's 3 skulls here that are easily accessible without you having to break open any doors. One of them looks to be very much some kind of guard, maybe like a mage who was put in a position of like the gargoyles are outside, you guys patrol inside kind of thing. There's also what appears to be a prisoner. And there's one here that, you know, very, very beforehand would have been very well kept robes. Maybe a teacher, maybe, or maybe just another random mage. But definitely where they're leaning. Definitely a prisoner, definitely some kind of guard, and a very well dressed person.
Would you like to talk to a guard, a prisoner, or a well dressed mage?
I mean, I would suspect that a guard would know what the creature is, perhaps.
I think the guard is a swell idea, and I'll take the skull of the guard and I go howdy, and that's how I cast Speak with Dead.
Okay, so you cast Speak with Dead, and
Yes.
the guard's body floats up, his eyes and mouth open. What how does your magic look? I know the standard is necromancy, must be greenish blue, but like you know, let's be different.
I think it's very much a low whistle where it starts off very melodic and like the note stays the same and it's very low, and her eyes kind of go green, and as she's blowing out this whistle, you can see like this greenish ichor of smoke go into the skull's mouth and fill it up, and it goes up.
Alrighty. It looks at you, you have 5 questions.
Hello, I'm Micah. Do you know what monster resides in this fortress?
Do you know which monster resides in this fortress? Okay. It will answer no monster, only knowledge.
Only knowledge. Okay. Do the guards have any procedures to help them with this fortress? That was a bad question.
Do the guards have any? What was the word you used? Do the guards have any?
I said procedure, like so. My thought is like if there's a routine. Routine's a better. The guards have any routine? Like, is there a bracelet they're supposed to wear? Their guard keys to get into places? It's kind of like that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Do the guards have any routines they use in this place? This disembodied skull will say patrol schedule, captain's office.
Where is the captain's office?
He will say beyond the door at the end of this hall.
Did you ever meet Silas?
Yes.
Is there anything I should know about him that would be helpful in a fight?
Just says one word, says murderer.
Murderer?
Yep, says murderer.
Beautiful. And the smoke exhales from his mouth back into me. Because that's my 5th question. I got to can't speak with that. I'm a real D&D player.
Okay. Sweet. There are 2 more skulls if you want to do that again.
I don't have the spell slots for it. I'd have to use all of my 3rd level spell slots, so I think that's plenty. And I look at the others and I go, I think we need to take a stop at the captain's quarters, the captain's office.
Okay.
And
Okay.
8 starts walking, we start running.
Like, oh no, slow down, no.
So, you get to the end of the corridor, and as was said, there's a pair of doors here. As you open them, you come into an area that looks like any other guard base's main center. It's like a processing place. There's like a door, which very obviously is the captain's quarters. The door's open, and there is what appears to be a captain of the guard skeleton at the table, just kind of like this. But what you'll also see here is that there is a fresh, or fresh-ish, dead body here. If you come into here and then you look towards your like left hand side, that's where the captain's room is. Okay. Then you've got a big long spreading room with like stone benches and stuff where people would sit before they get put into cells or whatever in that case. And then there's a door which leads to a staircase up, presumably into the main area of this fortress. In the doorway between this processing room and that staircase, the upper torso of a maybe 21, 22-year-old male is face down, as if he was running into this room. The lower half of his body is not there.
When I said I didn't have enough spell slots, I feel like this one might need one. That's interesting. Do you guys want me to talk to him too?
It's gonna go over and like very, very gently like roll the body to see if she recognizes the mage.
You don't have a name, but you do recognize the face. He was one of the mages that was broken out.
Do I have anything that can help with this?
You said you could talk to this one, Micah?
Absolutely, I can.
Okay, well, you do that. I am also going to be casting a spell. It will hopefully help us.
Okay. Do you have any questions in particular you'd like to ask him?
Oh, what did this to him?
We can start with that.
Yeah.
And the whistle lowly starts as I recast. Wait, no, isn't? And I'm going Baldur's Gate. Do I have to recast it, or is it concentration?
No, I think it's a recast thing.
Yeah.
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure in D&D.
Indeed, yeah. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse. I think that though, I like the idea of making it freaking concentration though.
It would be so nice.
I think the idea of like speak with dead, speak with animals, speak with plants should be a kind of okay for today. Boom.
Yeah, like aid. Like, I want to be able to speak to dead today. Like, I want to be able to choose that. Well, I'll recast speak with dead.
Okay. You cast it again, in very much the same way. You breathe out the smoke. It goes into it and lights them up, and they kind of. What questions do you have?
What did this to you? What killed you?
Says void, emptiness, nothing.
Void, emptiness, nothing. Void, emptiness, nothing. I'm not very familiar with the void. Either of you? That's not a question for you.
I stare into it frequently.
So, Bron,
Yeah.
when I was warned about creatures from the beyond sneaking their way in, it seemed like it might be one of those things.
Definitely has that kind of vibe to it.
Yay! Something
But-
from the beyond. I love that.
But I tell you what you can do. You can roll like an Arcana check. Like that can like totally.
I'm not
give
good at
you-
those. I'm really stupid. She's so wise, but so dumb.
That's an 11.
Okay, so an 11 is going
I
to be
can
enough
try
to get
for
the
it.
basic of this information. There's a lot of different words for the realms beyond, the outer realms, the far realms. One of them is the void. So
That doesn't sound good.
It is not. Those things are not supposed to be in our world, and the fleet is playing with things that they do not understand.
What else is new? Next, you're going to tell me the day ends with Y.
So do we think that is the fleet involved with your death?
is the fleet involved with your death? Based on the wording of it, he's going to say, to his perspective, is the fleet involved with your death? He's going to say no fleet here.
No fleet here. Okay. Do you have any messages that you would like me to pass along to the other mages?
Do not come here. Nothing is here.
Is nothing the name of something?
Good question, but it's confusing, but it's a good question.
It is.
The way he keeps saying nothing, it sounds like it's a name, not not nothing is here. Nothing is, comma, is here. So
Yeah,
that's
can we go back
what,
to the dialogue box to see if he's pronouncing
I know,
that
I
with a
know,
capital N?
I think it's nothing with a capital N. So is nothing a something? Is nothing a creature? A being?
If you're saying it like, is nothing a creature? He will say yes.
So the void. Nothing. Is there any bardic songs or lore of something that might sound similar to this that I might be
Oh,
Probably
I
not.
mean, at this point, it's too vague.
too vague? Got it.
Any song that mentions a hungering darkness is that's essentially the vibes of it. Any song that mentions that kind of thing could be here, but there's like 90 songs that have that. Oh, sorry
That's
about
my
that.
fourth question or fifth question?
That's 4 questions. You
My
get
fourth
one more.
question. One more. You guys got another question?
When was his birthday?
When was
Is
your
he-
birthday?
Is it the most recent one to go missing?
So I will say I won't take that question because I did point out he is like 21, 22 years old.
Oh, yes, you're so right. You're so right.
So I'm not going to take
Might be,
a question
might be.
that's already
Older.
been mentioned. So you still have one question left.
Where are the others?
Oh, we should have asked why did he come here?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Where are the other mages?
I'll let you pick which question.
I want to go with these questions.
Yeah, like why? Did you come here?
Why did you come here?
Lost magic, scrolls in library.
Mage's biggest weakness, the pursuit of knowledge. Something's in that library. And thank you for your time. Rest in peace. And the smoke comes back. I think our trail just got warmer, guys. Should we look around the captain's quarters, see if there's anything we can find?
Sure. I think that is worth it. Maybe like a map, so that we are not wandering blind.
A map would be fantastic.
Yes.
It really would.
Well, to be fair, if we don't have a map, how do I have the captain's skull?
That's so true.
Use him like a GPS, like he's a Warhammer Servo skull.
Is it this way? Is it this way? Is it this way?
I think there should be a version, and I guess that means I'm going to homebrew a version of Speak with Dead, but it's like you don't have a limit on the number of questions, but you can only do it to one skull. And it's like, just for an hour, the skull's just alive, just like, what the fuck is going on? Where's my body? Why have you just got my head? Hey, I'm going to need you to, like, lead me through this place. Why the fuck would I lead you through? Because I brought your skull back and you have to. Listen, I'm doing it, but I'm doing it under duress. Okay, you're going to take a left down here.
It's like Helios
what?
in God of War.
I want to homebrew a skull that gives you directions, but gives you directions like a boomer.
You missed
So-
the turn!
You're gonna want to go down here to that place that used to do the sandwich that I like.
No, you're on the left!
You're going to want to go down here. Do you ever remember the Blockbuster that used to be at the end of the road? Well, you're going to go till you get to where the old Blockbuster used to be.
You turn right at that tree that looks like Gary Busey.
If you hit the one that looks like it's got a navel like John Cusack, you're gone too far.
Oh, your father used to go down there!
I know your father, lovely man. Okay, so you guys go into the captain's office. Captain's office is just looks like a captain's office is actually a little bit of like an upgrade to what it actually is. It's like a broom closet with a desk and, like, you know, some stacks of documents which are far too long degraded to be of any readable note. Bear in mind, this place has been empty since the beginning of the apocalypse. So you're talking 100+ years with no maintenance. Anything that isn't magical is going to be deteriorated beyond reading unless it's like kept exceptional good care of. But one thing he does have is, as is quite commonly done in fantasy game tropes, and therefore I'm going to fucking do it because I think it's funny, is behind his desk there is a map of the building.
Yay!
That.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I grew up playing Fable.
I didn't have an
Go Fable.
Xbox, but I really wanted to play Fable.
Fable's cool as shit.
I know.
And agree.
I can't wait for the new one. Just double checking for yourself. What's the time situation for you?
We got about 50 minutes.
Cool, awesome. So you have a map of the basic layout of the place. Going up these stairs where you can see this body of this kid, or this 22-year-old, takes you into like the main body of what is essentially this school. From what you can see, the school is worked and consisted of essentially a large central tower, 4 towers around it, connected by interlinking walls. All of these towers also have diagonal connecting paths into the central tower. You guys will come up. From what you're looking at here to your west, or to your guys' left from where you're standing, is... Let me just get my bearings right on the map. If you're standing looking at this map where it's been attached to the wall, you're looking directly west. Meaning that north is to your right, south is to your left, and east is behind you. Okay? You're in the southwest tower. The bottom left tower, if you were to put it as like a map. I'll get it drawn up so you have a basic idea of what the shape of this place looks like. But from what you're pinging, Silas is in the middle of this place. Is in that middle central tower. What you can also see here is that the library is located in that central tower as well.
Mm.
Now the other towers are labelled here. So the one you're in is just labelled GH. GH is guardhouse. If you then go for the northwest tower, the tower that is directly north of yourselves, that's the dorms, or the male dorms. If you go to the bottom right, the southeast, that's the female dorms. And then the northeast, is the rookery.
Mm.
And then in the central tower, right in the middle, it lists that the library is here, as is the on the top floor. Apparently there's an observatory here. Lists a big long list of things that are within this central tower.
I believe Silas is right there.
And she points to the central tower on the map.
It's also where the mage was trying to go, so...
Yes.
That's where our nothing is.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm very
Probably.
curious on what a nothing is.
Me too. I want to lick it.
No.
It's how you do science.
No.
You lick science.
No.
At this point, you guys are going to... what's everybody's passive perceptions?
Oh, we don't need to talk about
26.
that.
20.
Passively, I have ADHD.
16.
I have the passive ability to see nothing. Okay, anybody with a passive perception above a 15?
Ah. Bear.
Aha! Is going to see this. There's something skittering across the floor. Tiny! Tiny, tiny.
Simon.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
That was Eldritch Blast.
Roll to hit.
Gotcha.
I could have talked to it.
Yeah, well, I'm faster.
Sucks to suck.
Mean.
All right.
I did not hear
that's-
you say dibs.
That's a 27, a 15, a 28, and another 27.
Yep. They're all gonna happen.
You just fry it. You just fry it. Stick it on a spit. Put it over the fire.
Should I roll damage, seeing as they're all agonizing glass, so my charisma, my intelligence
Do it.
that I add to it is a +5?
Do it.
Just watch. This is gonna end up being like a rat that turns into like this giant nothing
Right.
creature.
Oh, that would be really funny, though.
It would not. It would
I mean,
not.
finding us just kind of saves us time.
True.
That's
Right,
called
that's-
efficiency. Bessett's working on time management skills.
It's 11. That is 19 and 24.
24 damage altogether from 3 blasts.
4 blasts.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this thing is very dead.
Mm-hmm. What did I shoot?
Freaking rat.
It
Just
looks
go over
like
and see what it
looks like it looks like a bug.
Ew.
Looks like a
Like
bug.
big bug? That's a big bug.
It's a big freaking bug. Honestly, I'm not sad.
Big,
I'm not.
big bug.
I'm not a bug person. I'm okay with him killing it.
So when I say it looks like a bug, okay, I'm not meaning that it is a bug. It has a similar
okay.
look, as in it has small skittery legs and outer carapace. But you do notice that it doesn't have like 8 eyes or anything like that over. It has 3 eyes. 2 of them now very lifeless. One of them in the middle of its head still looking around.
Mm.
Foreseeing you, Fez, and like just like locking right onto you. Bright purple eye, black pupil.
Oh no! Cthulhu's coming back to find us!
Did you see
No.
Cthulhu?
Yeah, the octopus eye that kept showing up because we killed
That
that,
was a
mind
that
flayer
was
in
a
front of its
yellow eye.
god.
That was a yellow eye. That was a yellow
Oh, it's
eye.
a yellow one. I thought it was purple.
There's a long list of eyes that are
We don't have.
us. We have lists of ominous eyes. We have lists of
Listen,
old
there
men
are-
that we
there are
hate,
several
and there's a
things that
list
we-
of dead temples.
There are several things we don't trust. 1, religious iconography. 2, old men. 3, gingers. 4, eyeballs. Okay? All of them, if you have any of them, dead. Immediately deceased.
I'm gonna make a sign. I'm gonna put it right here on the wall next to me. It just says things we don't
I want
trust.
that on merch, just like a checklist of all these 4 things, and then just like Fez cocking a shotgun. Are you old? Ginger, have eyeballs. Okay, so weird purplish body, kind of pinkish purple carapace. I can send you a picture of what it looks like. Essentially, it looks like it's halfway between like some kind of beetle and like a Portuguese man of war jellyfish. The coloration.
I don't like that.
I'm
Whatever.
suddenly terrified.
Yeah. But now I'm also super curious on what this looks like.
Okay, cool. Give me just 2 minutes and I can get it for you. Beep beep boop. Oh, nope. Let's not do that. That gives away its name. Let's not send the name into the chat. God, that would ruin everything,
But I would
wouldn't
have
it?
left that.
There you go.
Ooh, that looks like a frickin' elder brain dragon baby. Even
Does
though I
not
know
look
it's
like
not.
brain or dragon.
That's a Portuguese mana
That
crab.
looks gross.
It's a mana crab, specifically for
Mana
Portugal.
crab.
I don't like it. That's
No.
that's the end all. I don't
No.
like it.
I'll like
As-
it. I'll like it slightly better if it starts singing about how shiny it is.
I know.
It's not a decapod. Look it up.
True, it's a hexapod.
But that's what you've got. Now this thing is dead. Its body is not moving, but that's one eye. That's one central eye moving.
The temptation to poke it.
Oh, we are impulsive. Just poke it. Do it.
Well,
If you don't poke it, I'm gonna lick it.
Do not.
why
Get poking.
did you lick it?
That was a dead spider.
And you licked it.
I will produce flame and see if it reacts if I put the flame close to the eye. Just in my hand.
Doesn't react.
Okay.
Flame gets closer and closer and closer. The thing doesn't react to it. Just looking around at you all constantly.
Hello. Everyone well met.
Are you saying hello to it?
Yes.
And now you're dead.
Okay.
As soon as you say hello, it
Guess I gotta be a robot.
locks right
Oh
on.
no! What a shame! Here
Now-
lies a.
And Aurora. Aurora takes 8's head. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
She would. She would.
Its eye locks onto you, and at this point, like, as it locks onto you, the pupil completely expands, just making a pure black orb. And then you start to hear in the distance,
There's more of them.
Oh no!
and then the swarm starts to across and along the walls and ceilings.
Disgusting.
As we're going to go into one of my favourite types of combat.
So is it a swarm?
Horde combat!
Horde combat is so hard.
How familiar are you guys with Horde combat rules?
I feel like you did this with us in the Abyss, and but I'm not
Yeah.
remembering it too much.
I've done Horde combat in varying different levels. This one is how Horde combat is meant to be used. Lots and lots of very squishy enemies, but you know, a horde of them. But if you guys aren't massively familiar, then what we'll do is we will end early. And then the last little bit before you have to jump off him, I'll take you guys through the basics of Horde combat.
That sounds good.
Off stream, you know, so if any question would be asked. But just to give you guys a kind of run up of what's going to go down there. So we're going to end with the idea of them, oh no, can anybody else hear that noise? And then you just see dozens of these things from out of rooms and out of cracks in the floor scurrying towards you.
I told you not to touch it.
Touch it.
And that's
Licked it.
Granite's just standing like, guys, I did not know I had a tail.
I'm gonna marry him.
Thank you everybody that's come to see us. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I collect your himbo NPCs like Pokemon. That's all.
Thank you very much for everybody that's come to see us today. We are going to end a little bit early, but that's because I want to make sure my party is well versed, knowing what they're going into. If you enjoy what you've seen here today, do consider going and checking out all of our social medias. Again, we are only currently active on our Blue Sky, or at least we usually are. I've been slowly dying for a week because, you know, the cold and everything just kicked me in the ass all at once, and then my youngest had conjunctivitis, so she's a lot better now. But yeah, so I haven't been entirely active, but we are going to be mostly active on Blue Sky because every other social media right now is kind of a dumpster fire. So yeah, do go and follow our Blue Sky, please. And also go and check out our YouTube and Twitch and hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you can. Basically, anywhere that you go, type in World Tree Quests and you are sure to find us. I don't have anything personal going on at the moment, so I'm not going to plug me right now. I'm in the process of trying to get back to filming and doing content stuff on TikTok. So I can confirm that Sunwalker's Armory will be coming back. There will be the return of the Mad Little Dwarf, but it's taking its time. So other than that, I've not got anything else to say. So I'm going to pass on to my players and let them plug the ever living fuck out of themselves. Jess, my dear, is there anything you would like to plug at all?
I am here on Saturdays playing a Dragon Age game, but other than that, I'm here and I'm happy.
Thank you very much, Jess. What about yourself, Johnny?
Once again, I will be at PAX East, as I always am, and I'll be running games with the Kind of Gaming. I'll let you know what those games are once I find out.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And last and most certainly not least, anything that you would like to...
It's funny that you say that you had nothing to plug. Because on Sunday, myself and Bran will be playing on Vex Wilds for the second episode of Tallish Amity. I am playing Dr. Manavel, dentist man. And we have Manny Von Zarovich, DM by Norse Raven. So we have Bardic Sweet Tea, Vex Wild, Son of Asgard, myself, and it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna face the... Where did we leave off? We left off with the man of the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're basically in the Strahd's murder house, but like kind of scarier.
Just a wee bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So we'll see how the second half of the intro ends, and so you'll see us on Sunday at 5:30 PST, 6:30 CST.
Yeah.
Math. Or it's 4:30. It's 2 hours. Sorry, 4:30 PST, 6:30 CST.
4:30 PST, so that would be 5:30 MST, 6:30 CST, 7:30 EST.
I love how you know my time zones better than I do.
and because like, you know, the Americans never think about us, for all of my UK folk, that's midnight.
Yeah, he starts his game when I'm very much in REM sleep normally. And I'll be here next week.
The reason I don't plug it is because I know you'll plug it. So, there you go, folks. That's it from all of us today. Thanks for coming to see us. If that's it from my players, that's it from me, so that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today, we've had Stories from the Rosies, we have had Johnny Deadman, and we've had Wingo the Wizard. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe. Don't blow up void bugs. There's always more of them.
Void bugs. Oh, fun.
Also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.
Howdy, 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 howdy.